Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review. Very excited about this paddle, the new Selkirk Amped Pro Air Invicta. If you go back to when I first started playing pickleball a long time ago, my first paddle, this is my competition paddle, was the Selkirk Amped Invicta line. This is one of the few I have left that's just not beat to death. But love playing this paddle. Just holding this paddle brings back a lot of memories, a lot of travel, and a lot of things along the way. Love this paddle, but my half times have changed. A lot of differences here, but I hope that Selkirk has really honored the amped line and done something really cool. So I'm going to bounce through all the housekeeping here, and as I say things, you're going to think, man, that comes from this paddle, this paddle, this paddle, from the Selkirk line. The new Amped Pro Air could almost be called the thief, because it does steal from a lot of other Selkirk paddles. That's fine, because a lot of Selkirk paddles are really good. Hopefully they took the best components and made this a really cool paddle. This does have a 16mm X5 Plus honeycomb core. That should be really nice feel to this paddle. The face of this paddle is a FiberFlex and fiberglass face. Now the FiberFlex we've seen on the Power Air paddles, really successful paddles. They're still out there, still play very well. I like that paddle a lot. The fiberglass face, this is what the old amped versions used to use. Even the 002 used a fiberglass face, and what we know from fiberglass is it gives more power, and it just, maybe not the spin and control of the carbon fiber faces, but the fiberglass does give a little more pop. With this combination, the FiberFlex and the fiberglass face, Selkirk says it will give increased power, which it should, but it also says increased consistency. Usually those two don't go hand in hand, but we will see. It's got the aerodynamic throat, flex form perimeter, 360 photo mode. All of those come from the Power Air that was, once again, very successful. The face does have this Pro Spin plus Next Gen micro texture spin surface. You always worry about that wearing away, but Selkirk says it's very durable, and we will see. Selkirk also says that that surface, the Pro Spin plus the Next Gen surface, micro texture surface, will deliver unparalleled consistency and precision. We will see on that as well. All right, a little more housekeeping. This paddle is 16.5 inches long by 7.45 inches wide, 5.25 inch long grip, 4.25 inch circumference. It does have their new style handle, which me personally, I kind of like the old style handle a little bit better, but it's got the new style handle. This paddle only comes in, you can see I've already weighted it to head out to the courts. This paddle only comes in at 7.8 ounces with a 119 swing weight. It is really light. Even I've bumped it up to just 8.1, but you can get this through the air really quick. This paddle does come in a little bit less than a lot of Selkirk paddles or recent releases of Selkirk paddles at $180 US. But that's really nice. It's got a lot of technology, and I'm just excited to see how this plays. If this took the best parts of the Lux and maybe the 005 and the Power Air, if it took the best parts from all of those, I'm excited to see how this will play, because that means it's going to be really good. I'm headed to the courts right now. I suspect a lot of people will want to hit this. I would be very surprised if they didn't. This paddle could be really cool. Hope you're going to be there. I'm headed there now. I'll see you then, and I will be back. All right, guys. The Amped Pro Air. Expect good things here. All right. With plenty of power. Oh, that had a ton of top spin on it. I don't know if that got picked up by the camera or not. Let me go again. Oh, just very nice. I mean, you expect a little lack of control with the power, and it's there, of course, but this is very nice. Easy depth. Oh, that's so nice. Just hit that phone. I bet it turned it off. All right, let me spin a couple. This is just a really nice paddle. All right, let me spin. Yeah, look at the spin on that. Oh my gosh. It's a great spin. Let me do one more here real quick. Yeah, just really nice spin. What you'd expect from a Selkirk paddle. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Hey guys, back. Just spent the last few weeks getting to know the new Selkirk Amped Pro Air Invicta. This paddle's really excited to hit it, really excited to get it out. Like I said, I believe I said in the opener that I came from, amped paddles so long ago and really like that feel and what those paddles were, and they're still on the market today, and they are just great paddles. I really had high hopes from this paddle because I also believe I said in the opener that this paddle's a thief. It's stolen a lot of properties from other paddles in the Selkirk line, and I really hoped that Selkirk had taken all the good properties and made something great. In some ways, this paddle does a lot of cool things. In some ways, it suffers a little bit. I'm going to kind of bounce through the things it does really well, and then I'm going to go in the other direction a little bit. This paddle, a lot like the Power Air, has effortless power. With the Power Air, you don't have to jump on it. The ball just shoots off. In fact, the more you do, the less it performed. Same thing with the Amped. You don't have to swing hard to get the power. The service numbers were well over average, and honestly, I wasn't jumping on those at all. And I only bumped the weight up to 8.1. You could bump it even higher and probably get a little bit more. It really does just effortless power. The ball just jumps off of there really well. Also, the ball spins really well off this paddle. It's got a lot of dwell time. The ball stays on here. It's not as soft as the Lux that you can just press in, but it's not as harsh as the Power Air. So the ball stays on here really well. You get a lot of spin. I do worry about the Pro Spin micro surface texture on here. How long is it going to stay around? How long is it going to maintain that spin? Selkirk says it's durable. We will see. Does have a large sweet spot. The sweet spot's much larger than the Power Air, which had a pretty tiny sweet spot. The sweet spot on this is larger. Good defense to offense paddle. You can get the ball back, drop it into the non-volley zone, and really go after the ball and provide a really good offense with, once again, not much of a swing. It gets through the air really quick up at the non-volley zone, and the ball jumps off of there. So it's a lot of fun up there, and it really does a great job. Now, anytime I say power, well, you know what goes in hand with that is control, accuracy, and consistency. And this paddle suffers in those areas. The best description I can come up with this paddle is there's some golf drivers out right now that have multiple sweet spots across the face. That's cool because that means each one of those sweet spots is going to deliver the performance that you want. You're not going to have a loss unless you hit it way out off the surface or way away from the middle. You're not going to have a loss of accuracy, consistency. Your ball's still going to perform like you want it to perform. This paddle, everywhere you hit on the face, has a different result. None of them are harsh. It all feels like multiple sweet spots. They just all have a different response. That leads to just chaos. You don't really know exactly what's going to come off this paddle at any time. If you spend some time with it, as with all paddles, you'll probably get used to it. If you're a pretty good player and can narrow that zone down to one of the zones that you can hit out of, you're going to get consistent results. But anywhere away from there, the ball still comes off of there with effortless power. You just don't know where it's going to go. The power changes. you want, I'll go back to my golf background. If you hit an 8-iron 140, well, you want 8-iron 140, 140, 140. You don't want a 165. You don't want a 110 in there. This paddle kind of does that. It gives you some wild stuff. So if you're a control player, you're going to fight it just for a moment. It's going to be, you're going to shake your head a lot of times and look at the paddle like, where did that ball come off the face? Because it does deliver different results. I love the paddle looks. I really like this paddle a lot. I want to like it more than I did. I really think the Power Air is still better than this paddle as far as the power paddle, and I still think the Lux is a better, and the 005 are better as control paddles than this. What they did was take a lot of these things and try and make the perfect paddle, and it takes, instead of adding, it almost took away from those other things. And that's unfortunate. I really had high hopes for this paddle. I'm still going to hit with it a little bit. I love the looks of it. I want to get out and hit with it a little bit more and kind of see what happens. And it may grow on me. The 002 grew on me. I first try with that 002, I thought, man, this is a lot. It's got a lot of power. This may grow on me as well. So I'm anxious to hear from you guys if you play with this and if it's kind of grown on you and what you found with it and what may have helped. Maybe you moved a lead tape around. Maybe you tried something a little bit different and it really works for you. I'm really anxious to hear. Guys, as always, I'm going to get out and hit this a little bit more. As always, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to have more in the very near future. It's summer. Get out and play the game we love. The Selkirk Amped Pro Air Invicta. All right, guys. I'll be back with more.